How'd your mom take it?
Damn.
Yeah. Like, I remember it was at night. She had made chapati, what, to make me feel good, mother thing. So then I went there and I had to have that conversation with her because I'm her only son. Yeah. She knows how we roll. It's just me and her and stuff.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
Yo, what's up? This is The Mics Are Open. My name is G Money, episode 111, 111.
111.
Did I start the pod right? That's not how we started, is it? No.
You've started, that's what matters.
Let's go again. Yo, what's up? This is The Mics Are Open, episode 111. My name is G Money.
And Young.
Neville. And Big C.
Yes, sir.
Neville is in the building. Round of applause for Neville.
Finally.
Am I allowed to say we are lifting off?
We are lifting.
Is it too soon?
I don't know,
Is
man.
it too soon?
I don't know,
Lifting
man.
off with all the vibes and beyond.
Lifting off with all the vibes and beyond. Good time on the pod, my
Yes,
G.
Manze, I've missed you all, Manze. This is nostalgic to me.
I'm also going to say to you that, like, it's crazy because you have been the most requested guest on the podcast.
Oh, yes, let's do this. That means they need to rack up the numbers.
I mean, even before.
Let's keep on going.
So, obviously, Nev's in the building.
Yes, sir.
You motherfuckers who have been asking for Nev to be in the building, it's because you're nosy gossips, pretty much. Fam, guys are in my DMs.
Yeah.
How dare you guys not talk about what happened? Or like dissing us for not talking about whatever happened. Now, here's the thing. We know what went down. And obviously, this is probably your first.
Damn, G, wait. I think we're giving them the tea at the beginning too soon. Let's get to other things. We'll give that to the end.
Now, wait. This is why I like this guy.
Yes, we're giving them the juice too soon.
That is the radio brain at work right now. You're right. Soon. I was about to shoot my load.
No. Let's just go there.
Easy. Let me walk up to it.
Yes.
Anyway, welcome to the pod.
Thank you very much. I've been listening. I appreciate the effort that you guys put into the podcast game because now since I'm in the space too, I listen back and I appreciate the consistency. You guys being there always, giving us content as always. So also much thanks to you guys and your hard work.
And your podcast is you and Andy's podcast.
The Chop Shop.
The Chop Shop.
The Chop Shop.
By the way, there's a line from one of your. I'm putting on a t-shirt. We are no longer accepting congratulations from the ops.
Yes.
If you don't like us, just stay not liking us. Be nice about it.
Yeah, be in your corner because you're surviving right now without our input. So
exactly.
Keep on going,
same energy.
Well, bro, what a week it's been.
Yes.
First of all, if you're watching this from Nigeria, don't tweet.
VPN.
Donald Trump actually said, clapped for them.
For Nigeria?
Yeah, there's a whole message online, bro.
Oh, wow.
Donald Trump, because he's not on Twitter, right?
Right.
Yeah. So he put out communication and said, yo, Nigeria, you guys went the correct way.
So basically, for those of you who don't know what happened, during the course of the last 7 days, Nigeria's president has decided
Buhari
to turn off Twitter.
Yes.
Like as in turn it off is like, when you turn on the tap and there's water, now you turn it on, there's nothing.
Yeah, no water.
Twitter.
They turned off Twitter.
Clearly Buhari's never had to struggle to watch basketball or stuff on like Amazon that's been banned.
Clearly.
Bro,
He's
never
never
really.
Manchester,
Yeah, or has never tried to make
That's the next
So the reason that he's banned Twitter is because he posted a mildly genocidal tweet and they were like, no, you can't do that. And they deleted his tweet. So my man's like, I'm locking down.
Shut everything down.
3 months ago, Twitter announced an African office in Ghana.
Yeah.
And someone tweeted, they want the calmness of Ghana to access the Nigerian market. Meaning, we want the Nigerian market, we just don't want to be in Nigeria. You get me? And the thing that I know even in Ethiopia sometimes they turn off the internet as well when things are getting sticky out there.
Bro, sometimes. That's like KPLC over here. Not sometimes. Fam,
in Ethiopia.
The situation, I'm so happy Safaricom's going there. Let's see how that happens. Yeah. Like, it's
more
nuts.
often than not, there is no internet.
Yeah, like
Ethiopia.
you will try reach people out there.
But let's bring it back home. Let's say Kenyan Twitter is turned off for a day.
By whom?
What happened?
By whom?
I think I'll be happy. Let me just say one thing. I feel as if we all just excommunicate from Twitter, all of us big wigs, everybody who's always on Twitter, if we just excommunicate from one day, I feel as if it'll be good. It'll be a good service in our lives.
A peaceful day.
A peaceful kind of no violence. You wake up in the morning, violence.
I'm all straight up with Buhari with this one.
Why?
What do you mean?
Bruh, listen, it's been a while since we've had some proper African dictatorship. All of the ones on the continent are going a bit subtle. Yeah. Bruh, Kagame out here talking about, let's have vaccines being made over here. I'm like, what? Then Uganda going into lockdown, they'd not done that. Tanzania had a guy who said there was no COVID, he died. So Buhari, boom, it's sexy.
Like,
yeah,
back to being
I
a real
agree.
African.
Exactly. Think about things like that. So Buhari, clap for yourself. I don't mind that.
Will we have to go back now to Facebook and other apps? Because if we delete our Twitter, what's the substitute?
Wait.
Who?
What's the substitute?
You and who?
Wait. I need to ask a question. What do you mean go back to Facebook?
Oh, wait. I don't have a
still on Facebook.
Who has a Facebook account in 2021? It's a new decade.
Fam.
Do you have one?
Facebook, yeah.
I don't remember the last time
Yo,
I used my
let
Facebook.
me tell you.
I don't even remember my password, bro.
This week on the radio, there's a lady who called and said, look for my name. I'm the one in the Kenyan t-shirt and a cap. And I was like, and she said her name. Different.
Why? What is the beef with Facebook? Like, why you?
Listen,
millennials hate Facebook.
Yeah,
why?
But it's the craziest thing, and I am glad that we're talking about this from a data perspective, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I was talking to a data scientist, right? And Twitter claims that in Kenya they have a real population of Kenyans on Twitter of about 4 million, right? Okay. But in actual sense, there's people, my mother, who have Twitter accounts, but they don't use them. So the total comes to about 1.5, 1.2 thereabout. But on Facebook, those numbers are huge because there's that whole generation who are older that are still on it and they still use it, and it's it's a comfort kind of thing. It's like you and I. Are you on TikTok?
Yes.
Moving on.
No, but you know why I'm on Facebook though? I'm on Facebook because it's for me. It's like it's the easiest way for me to keep in touch with my old school friends.
Okay.
Gee, there's WhatsApp, bro.
No, I don't want to talk to them.
Then what are you? Why are you looking for them on Facebook?
I don't want to like talk to them every day. Like, what's up?
Once in a while.
For example, let's say, for example, there's a friend of mine. His name is Billy B. He's a Brentford fan, and he supports Brentford, who have just been promoted to the Premier League, right? Yeah. So it was good to see him celebrating the fact that he's been supporting that team for
ages,
for his lifetime, his whole lifetime, right? I don't necessarily want to talk to him, but I enjoyed seeing him happy that his team has been promoted.
He was happy on Facebook.
Yeah.
Is he on IG?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel as if for my generation, our equivalent to Facebook is Instagram, where I can keep up with my people on a daily. If I don't necessarily have to talk to them, as you said, I can view their story, maybe DM them or not. So I feel as if
Are you talking bad about my bread and butter?
Facebook.
Instagram.
No, Instagram is good. I'm saying it's my equivalent, like keeping up. You see the way G's talking about keeping up. Relax, Calvo.
Jeez, I was like, about to feel. I was about to feel old. Like I was like, what is this up? This
IGs. I don't know. I think for me, I think IGs is cool as well.
Yeah.
For me, Twitter, I've found myself spending a lot less time on Twitter. So basically in the morning when I'm doing my show, I tweet here and there. But then during the day, these days I'm too busy to. Now the only time, for example, that I will now jump onto Twitter is if something happens, and then that's where you go. Like like earlier on we were talking. There was a story this week about Viri and LOD.
Yeah,
and I didn't know what it was what, so I just jumped onto Twitter to see what I want.
Okay. Shout out Michelle and Talami as well.
Yes,
baby girl.
Now she posted on IG this whole thing about doing some collaboration thing, and it blew up on Twitter. Like guys are like this, that. So I know. I just find that like sometimes on Twitter, guys are just looking for something to be angry about.
True.
Like I wake up to you see all these violence tweets. Guys just jump up and like, I need something to be. What are we angry about today?
But you
And
know,
violence becomes sexy, bro.
Twitter for me is very interesting, right? Like subliminal. Like guys will have a conversation. You know, there's times I jump on, like I feel like I never attended this Twitter class, right? Like guys will be discussing someone and they're like, you know, that guy should have really, and you just go on Twitter and, you know, like I'm from the old school perspective of Twitter. Well, I'm not like old on Twitter and everything, but I think, you know, things evolve just like in every other thing.
True.
Yo, me, I'm from that era. If I was talking about you, I'll be hashtag that. But now guys
Guys
have
don't
a
even
they don't hashtag.
like
they have a
lives and
conversation.
everything.
Even
Yo,
discussion rooms.
Even there's two things I saw last week.
Yeah.
That almost made me jump onto Twitter. There was one, for example, remember last week, Dennis Ombachi did his true tweet about mental health.
His
And there
reveal.
was somebody on that thread who was like, Dennis, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, look after yourself. You've done so much good stuff for us. Then the next day, Naomi Osaka decides to leave the French Open.
yeah.
Can I just say I
With
love
her
Naomi
fine,
Osaka?
yeah.
Because she's
the best.
protecting her mental health.
Yes.
One of the people who was praising Dennis was now that little.
Yeah.
She should never be able to play tennis again.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, so on Monday, Dennis was cool for protecting his mental
I
health.
know who you're
on
talking about.
Tuesday, now we will know.
Yeah.
I mean, so the thing about this is, like, end of the day, those standards are exposed really quickly on Twitter because people forget really what they've said.
True.
There's another time on Twitter where I saw somebody praising Dennis about mental health, but on the other half, I know for a person that person is out there fucking up somebody else's mental health. So it's a bit of a circus.
Or that person
I
said,
don't
fuck
believe
Matumbo.
nothing I see online, bro. I
Yeah.
don't
The
believe
internet
nothing
is
I
not
see
real
or
to
hear
me.
online. Even when you're chilling with your friends and you hear people gassing about something or talking big game about something, nah, I'm not. Because I've come to learn that people actually chihuahuas out here, bro.
Yeah.
Someone's out there shouting in the streets, but when it comes to the ground, they're chihuahuas.
Yeah, and it's also and it's also crazy in the sense that, like, when you see people at an event now and like you're DJing, right?
Yeah.
It's and Andy, I guess you can relate to this, you know, having been in the game for a minute as well. It's really weird to me still to see you drop a big tune.
Yeah.
Like you've just built up to the right moment and you drop the tune to bust the dance.
Yeah.
And instead of guys giving you gun fingers and lighters and all this, it's just like this. With my light.
It's the phone.
It's the phone. It's the phone. It's the phone. Like, you've dropped the biggest tune of the year, but it's the phone.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
On behalf of all DJs, we don't know how to act in front of all these cameras sometimes because we're there to play the music, not to do a music video. There's a difference,
Yo,
guys.
when someone comes
you can
to the-
record yourself
Oh my
vibing and
God.
enjoying
Let me-
at the place and all that. But
Bro, you know,
keep the
that's-
cameras off us.
You've been wanting to get this
Give it
off
up
your
for that.
chest.
You know, the worst thing as a DJ, like, as not even the worst thing, but one of the things that catches me out when somebody comes to the booth and does this.
Yeah.
And you're like,
you're
if
busy
you're
playing.
unless you're watching, I've just like held the camera up.
Let me stand in the gap for that person. You know, let me be that person. Because sometimes you've come to this club, you've never seen G-Money. This is your first time seeing G-Money has met Conscience, has met all these people you also love. So I get why the person would be a fan in the moment, but they need to control themselves. I get it. But I'm vouching for that person, man. It's okay, man. I feel you.
True story.
It's fine, man. If Andy Young amekuwa, you know, people walk up when we're with Andy also, they've had you on the podcast. So there are many levels that you've met them when they're all alone and they're listening to this podcast and they're just damn, I know, I just have to get this moment. So I also am vouching for that person, but it's also not cool to some extent.
You know,
No, I get it. But
Yeah.
I get it, and even I've had to kind of chill, like from how I used. Oh my god,
Yes.
from how I used to do. You know,
this past Sunday, Saturday night, I get home. My phone was like 5% or something. I was like, fuck it, I don't feel like charging it. I'm just like, I'm all right, what. So in the morning, I wake up and I'm like, shit, I need to go for like a breakfast, this, that, get a couple of things. You know, for the first time, I left the house without my phone. And I was driving somewhere, like not far. It was probably like a 7-minute drive. But I left the house without a phone. But I had to convince myself everything will be okay. Like I was there like...
because your phone is just your safety net.
Yeah, because I had my wallet and everything. I'm like, I can use the cards and everything. But in my head, I'm like, so what if someone or something happened? Or, like a whole bunch of things. Like I was creating that. And I literally just drove there. did what I was doing.
And rushed back home.
No, didn't rush. Like, I actually enjoyed the drive, even took a more scenic walk, and I went back home. Like, quiet.
There were some days my battery dies on my phone, and I'm quite cool with it.
Oh, you changed?
There were days I've changed. No,
this
no.
guy, yo, there were times like he would be somewhere in Westlands or something, and he's like, my battery's about to die. Traffic is about to come up. Like, you'd get so uneasy.
But here's the thing now. The thing about it is that I've realized that on my phone, what keeps me most active is WhatsApp. Because I'm having all these conversations, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fact of the matter is, nowadays, I don't really feel the need, and I think maybe it's a byproduct of when I was ill. I just don't feel the need to respond to people in their time.
Okay.
You know, I used to feel like if you message me, I must respond immediately. Now, I respond when I feel like.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say?
As should.
Shout out, 244 messages unreplied.
That's actually psychotic, though.
That's
No,
toxic.
like, facts. Like, look at this.
You're proud of that?
No, at times, man, shit gets thick.
No, but I have a lot.
243.
I have a lot as well.
get thick.
Bro, now, pause. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is, so I saw this tweet earlier on. Actually, I don't know if it's a tweet, wherever it's a meme or whatever, saying, it says, if she doesn't spend money on you, she doesn't like you, full stop. Women have money.
Why is she that? Why?
And it got and you know what really surprised me about that when I tweeted that? It surprised me. Can you imagine all of the chicks who responded are like, it's true.
But it
Your Honor, I'd like to exclude myself from this topic of women. Just to be safe.
Shut up.
I'm excluding my opinion.
No, but
I'm joking.
I know.
But I get what you mean about. I feel as if she likes you, she spends money.
She spends on you, right? And here's the thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
Damn.
So here's the thing. And I use this as an example, right? When we're growing up, like for those of you who grew up with hardship, right, or just not having everything you wanted, like you didn't get PlayStation 1, you grew up in that life, right?
You get the Game Boy.
Fam, I don't know about you, but I know whenever I go to my mom for money, she'd curse me out and say, I don't have money.
Yeah.
Where do you expect me to get it from? She'd lecture me
and
then give it to me.
you the money. Yeah.
Oh wow.
You don't no, like, and she'd say something like, my grandma would be like, I'm not. And then she'll say, look in the dress in the wardrobe, the red dress in the pocket. You'll find
The money.
some money. You get me?
Okay.
And then when she passed, bro, I've told you this story millions of times.
Yeah.
We found 1 trillion bank books from this woman who spent her whole life telling us, me not have no money.
I don't know what going with babes, because the female friends that I have, when both of us or when all of us are talking about maybe we're kind of broke right now, their broke is different from your broke, because you're looking at their broke and you're like, damn, that's how I usually move when I'm not broke.
Right.
But see them, they're broke and they're moving how I usually move, bro. Now me, I'm broke. Imagine how I'm moving. Now, I have this one female friend especially, and I just watch how she moves, how she saves, how she spends her money, how she decides, because women are very smart people, very, very smart people.
Especially when it comes to money.
Yeah, especially when it comes to money and managing their money, because they know how to plan ahead and have a backup plan for a backup plan. Sometimes people call it overthinking, but it's called thinking ahead and factoring in maybe there's going to be a rainy day here or there, so they factor in all these things. Well, man, them are like, you know what, I'm thinking about now. I have chums right now. What can I do with this right now? Tomorrow will take care of itself.
Right.
I feel like most men usually move like that. Or if I'm sorted for the moment, I'll think about the rest later.
Right.
Yeah, just my thoughts.
It's Calvin?
I think she could still like you and not spend money on you.
Really?
Yeah.
They do.
Even if she has it?
Yeah. But they will surprise you occasionally. Like, I've been surprised enough times.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like, and they genuinely love the hell out of you. Yeah. But For me, I've gotten, honestly, I can comfortably
It's
say
selfish,
this.
You really have to have
such a
something
weird
inside
one.
you.
It's so selfish,
I've
bro.
gotten-
You know when you said it, I
Guys,
was like,
I am
I
comfortable.
felt bad.
Yo,
Right.
I am comfortable
Nini
enough.
inafanya
I am comfortable enough to pay all the bills and everything.
No,
like,
but
you
fam-
know, but honestly,
No, I
like,
know you say that.
You
Right?
like
No,
me and
wait, hold
everything.
up,
You
hold
love
up.
me. Actions. This is
No,
money.
I get
Calvin,
you.
Calvin,
No,
wait,
no.
hold up, Z, wait, Calvin. How would you feel if you're pushing me on a wheelchair the whole day, and the moment I get home, I stand up and walk into the shower?
Ah, that's my boy.
How you gonna feel?
That's
You've
my
been
boy.
pushing me on that wheelchair the whole
whole day.
Because you
Up
can.
the hill.
Because you
down
can.
the hill.
Because you
across
can.
the road. And then when you get home,
You've
she
carried
gets
me up the stairs, bro.
Hey, brother.
Too much work.
We get home, I walk to the washroom.
That's
here's-
the best analogy I've heard
But
ever.
here's the thing. Who asked you to?
No, bro. Let me.
What do you mean
Let me
ask
tell
me
you.
to?
Let me tell you what.
Sometimes you're willing.
Right,
Like,
but what I'm trying to say to you is this, right?
that's a
You're
terrible
easy to push.
analogy.
No, it's
by
a
the
good
way.
analogy.
The wheelchair
It's a good analogy.
to
Listen,
carry up the
listen.
stairs
Think about it,
to
bro.
How
Like,
about we use
spoon feed
how about
her.
we use carry me instead of fucking wheelchairs, you know?
all right, what I'm
Okay,
saying,
then
no,
use it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is this, right? At the end of the day, yeah, I think that as a man, yeah, as we strive towards this a more equitable society, yeah, I think that we need to get beyond that whole thing of I must do this because I'm a man. Because at the end of the day, it's like when you think about it, right? I know so many women who earn more money than I do.
Yeah.
Yet, when I go for lunch, I'm expected to pay the bill, or I should pay the bill, or I should do whatever. The point I'm trying to make is this. There shouldn't be no secret code. Oh, if you like me, you'll spend on me, but if you don't like me, you're not going to spend your money. And also, if you can afford it, why are you holding back? I'm just asking the questions, by the way.
Let me just jump in. I was talking, I think I shared a story on my podcast with Andy. I'll share it here. During this time when man's in jobless corner, I've been on like 2-3 dates. So on like the first date that I went to, I was in my head, I was like, damn, am I going to be asked, can I get this because you don't have a job, blah blah blah, you know.
Yeah.
All that was in my mind. But then when we came to at the end of the dinner, I paid the bill.
You paid the bill?
Yeah, I paid
with
the
your
bill.
jobless self?
Yeah, with my jobless self, I made sure everything Gucci. You get me?
Wait a minute. So let me
But
ask you
that's on one date.
All right, that's the first, but before we go to the other day, let me ask a question. While you were paying the bill, what was Mrs. not paying the bill doing? Was she just like,
Oh, she was getting her cab to go.
she's getting her cab to go home?
Yeah, man. She was trying to order a thing to go home because
Okay.
man's in curfew lockdown. Blah blah
Okay,
blah.
that's the first
So
one.
that was the first date. There was no thought of maybe this person might not be there. Then when I went on the second date, as the bill was brought by the waiter, she was just like,
Same person?
No, different person.
Yes! That's my boy!
They were just like, I understand situations right now. We could go 50-50. I could pay your ride to go home. I could do something that shows that at least
I understand what going on.
I know what going, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel as if in both situations, I might have been liked. Even though I paid the bill, even though we split the bill, I feel as if there was a like.
But did you not
depends,
feel more
though.
appreciated
For
and more liked by?
Do you know what? But as men, we're
don't ask me
as
that
men,
question. I'm toxic.
I think that as
I
men,
like paying for everything.
as men, I think we're simple creatures.
Very.
And I personally think that, like, all right, fair enough. I'm not trying to say that wholesale, I don't want to pay no bills and all that stuff. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that occasionally it's so nice. I've spent a whole life paying bills, like literally go out to eat. Do you know how nice it feels
Yes.
when someone else picks up the bill? Like, and you have women who are feeling that every day, 4 times a week, 5 times a week.
Get them, bro.
Bro, do you know how it like? Come on.
Where are they?
Let
on,
me
mask
ask you, Calvin. How does it feel? How does it feel when you go out for a meal and someone else, a chick, picks up the bill? You feel good?
It's different.
Do you feel good though?
Like it rains.
You wanna eat
Do you
like
feel
cookie
good?
all
I
night?
feel good. I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel it's different. It's different.
Andy?
Yeah,
It's a super nice feeling.
I feel it feels odd at first.
So
but
let me
you're
look
like,
into the let me look into the camera when I say this.
okay.
Listen, ladies. As men, we are simple creatures.
Simple.
Just every now and again.
Yeah.
Just offer to pay the bill.
Pay it.
Give us the option to say, no, it's okay.
Options.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you, Migos, man.
That's an R&B beat there.
Right. Let me stop. Stop. It's at this moment when I say, if you're listening to us, thank you very much. The audio numbers are great. If you're watching us, our visual numbers are also very great. But we need you to like, subscribe, and share. Like, share, subscribe right now. So if you're one of those people who are thieves, all you do is you come in and you look and see what go on and then you leave. You're a thief. You have stolen our subscription. Like, share, subscribe. And also don't forget, tonight on the channel we have the man like Grouchy. Who's Grouchy's guest this week? Grouchy's got a guest. Have you got
Who's your guest this week?
I'm trying to act like he's not here.
Who's your guest
this week? Fabs. So DJ Mr. Fabs is on the lockdown session tonight.
Nice.
So make sure you tune back into the channel at 10 o'clock. We're there.
Yeah, and while you do that,
yes, sir.
Yeah, make sure you go and check out the Chop Shop Pod.
Yes.
Available on all audio streaming platforms. Vibes on Vibes.
I love the Chop Shop, by the way.
Chop Shop 254.
Yeah, I find it easy to follow. I find it easy to follow because you guys don't go 100% into the swashing. You guys
we
make it
balance
nice.
Like a balance, a delicate balance.
Yeah.
And just talking about
I like the episode where Andy spoke about being trapped by some boobs.
Boobication,
suffocation.
Yeah, but just
so for those of you who say that we don't know the real Andy, listen to the Chop Shop.
Let me just.
Andy was like, my face was in her boobs, and then her friends came.
Andy,
that's not what I said.
That's what he said on the Chop Shop.
No, I saw.
I'm sure that's the Sheng part. I'm sure that's the Sheng part.
So no, Andy saved the best bits for the Chop Shop.
No. Do you know what? Do you remember that conversation that I brought to the table and you all made me look bad?
Which one? 2 weeks ago?
No, like every other podcast.
No.
Yeah.
No,
well,
first of all, guys, what I will say is that 2 weeks ago on the podcast, you walked into that. So
I set myself up.
You say so that was
it looked
that
bad.
was like
I still haven't watched that episode.
Did you see
bro.
that? Yeah, that was like you walked into that one.
I still haven't watched that episode, bro.
Yeah, that one. Anyway,
I hated you.
Anyway,
can I bring up a conversation that we had on my podcast just for 1 second? We discuss it. We had a conversation of Drake won Artist of the Decade, awarded by Billboard. We all know Drake is the greatest artist. But then I brought it down to Kenya. I was asking Andy, like, if we were to come up with our own top 3, 2, or 5 artists that are on our list of, those artists of the decade.
Hey. So Neville,
who are you putting there?
Neville wants us to get cancelled with the artists.
No, we won't get cancelled.
I'm joking.
And it's not in order.
11 to 21. 2011 to 2021.
As in this era, the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Last 10 years.
Obviously, Nashinsky has to be there.
Sauti Sol
have to be there. Kali has to be there.
Are we putting Fena?
Yeah, Fena has to be there. I don't know. Fena has to be there. But here's the question: like, who's Fena's competition for that space?
Karun.
Oh.
Karun's been in the game.
Karun's been she's been in the game.
Consistent.
Okay.
So are we giving Karun the props for being Karun, as in her post? Everything.
Plus Camp Mula. Because I also feel if I'm putting Nyashinsky on the list, I'm considering also his days in Kleptomaniacs and him doing his thing and coming back.
But those Klepto days were before 2010.
Yeah, it was before 2011.
Okay, him coming back.
I'd put, I'm putting Joe Kali on that. 3 albums, bruv.
No, but Joe Kali.
But we're saying he was before 2011, in the 11 to now, consistently. And also from that whole era of guys who were there then, you've seen him doing all of these collabos with Akina Gemetenge, all of this one. So I'd give him that.
Yeah, he's gone into the gang and stuff.
Yeah.
Kali, yes.
I like that list.
I'll put P Unit on.
Unit there. Okay.
Yeah, P Unit. Why I'd put P Unit? Because remember, a decade, 2011 to 20, that's a whole 10 years.
But what's the last big unit?
But you know, that's not the way to argue. When's the last, right? We're talking about a decade.
Yeah.
When we go and play songs from that decade,
I agree.
How many songs from?
But if you talk about P Unit from 2007, I can talk about 2007 to 2010. I could not argue with you. We're talking about Una, all of these tunes. But in this you guys,
to 2011 to 2021.
In this era, I can only think of you guy and Carrie.
Yeah.
The rest was before.
Yeah.
I don't see P Unit. I respect them. They have made a
No, I love P Unit.
But in the last decade,
but in the last 10 years, you guy that then that was a big
guys, what the fuck? How we not mentioning Major, bro?
I mentioned
Major. Like
you only hear me mention Major.
From
like Major.
No,
Major is consistently.
Major actually might be the biggest artist.
He's the OG on that one.
Of the last 10 years.
Yeah, consistently. Consistently, like this guy, man. Kuliendaje to now Tabia za Wakenya.
He got into Genge. They were still the council. Got into Genge, then went solo
Major
again.
for sure.
Major might actually be.
Tabia za Wakenya.
That list is actually quite something. Even the King Kakas of this world.
King
Kaka too.
And the good thing with Kaka as well is that he's evolved.
Growth.
His growth has been magnificent.
Far away with Cassidy.
Yo, it's a tough one, yeah.
But
And we played it in his house exclusively for the first time, Huh?
Are female artists struggling? Because I can think of Fenna.
I asked Neville the same question.
I'll put Femi One on that one because that is the era when she jumped on the remix. No. Femi One.
Oh, from Adisia remix.
Adisia remix is when she came and flattened it. That was where she blew up.
That female remix version of that song with Kaka was better than the male remix.
Exactly. I'd put.
It was Ligiso
remix.
Also, someone who's been pivotal for that whole sound and generation of a lot more sounds is Modoni.
MDQ.
Done a thing, that's true.
Because with not only did she pivot a different sound, there's also the female rappers who did their thing because Modoni was doing it, and also the platform to have people come in and perform and everything. She's big.
Okay, let me just take this opportunity to appreciate all Kenyan artists. Everybody's in everybody's list
most
is
definitely.
very different.
No, most definitely, man. And that's actually a really good question, man.
There's a question I saw, or rather was listening to being addressed on YouTube. Shout out to Kina Chanks, Harry and Nella.
Okay.
Does your happiness affect your health?
Great question.
Does your happiness affect your health? Yeah,
when
I feel
you
as
do
if
things,
I'm unhappy, I feel some back pains, some neck pains, some shoulder pains.
but
I don't know.
When you pursue the things that make you happy, are they also affecting your health in a bad way?
Yeah, when I'm riding my bike, no.
Being out there.
Let me see.
It's like, for example, if burgers make me happy, not that I have anything against burgers, but if I overdo burgers just because they make me happy, that's going to affect my health.
Can I just say that Farmer's Choice chicken burgers?
Oh, they're the ones.
They're this. Oh my, they're so good. But anyways, I think your health is affected. Happiness affects your health, and I think obviously the obvious thing is mental health, obviously. But I think physically, when I'm happy, I'm more vibrant. I have more energy. The endorphins are giving me more of a boost, And I think also conversely, when I'm not feeling myself, like physically, a lot of it has to do with mental. I think the connection is inextricable. Yeah, I think it's like definitely. For me, I know anyway. I know that if I'm feeling sluggish physically, it's usually because I'm feeling sluggish mentally.
Yo, that was just a wake up call. Like the more we keep living, lifestyles are gonna change and everything. But people usually get out of touch with things and the things that used to ground them. For example, more money starts coming in, you can order in more. You can go eat at fancy places and maybe not, the healthiest of meals, which isn't bad once in a while. But losing
buds,
that, when you taste
buds hit different when you see your account.
I won't even lie to you, bro. That whole thing where people say more money, more problems. Yeah, I want to tell you, like, truth. You know what, like people used to say, like when you're broke and you hear someone says more money, more problems, you'll be like, you'd be like,
yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Fuck you talking about?
Yeah. But give me the money, I'll show you.
I have seen, and I'm not talking about myself, but I have seen that when proper money, not this money that's around, when proper money comes in, bro, I've seen it wreck people, fam. And I've seen it so close within my own circle that it makes you think to yourself, like, I think I'm glad that we are now able to recognize different levels of success beyond just money.
Yeah.
Like money is good. It gives you options. It gives you security, if that's what you want to say. Yeah. But also I think that we need to get to a point where, we start to value things. We start to measure success along the lines of, okay, are you doing what you want to do? Are you fulfilling your passion?
Yes.
Are you wondering why Grouchy is crawling behind the sofa?
Yeah.
What is he doing around there? Like,
He's trying to get his things sorted. But I understand what you mean, G, because the society has worshipped like getting to the bag, in this society right now. Like everything has to be, whether it's good or bad, you need to get to the bag. I need to show you I'm in a meeting so that I'm getting to the bag and all these many different things. But maybe just fulfilling your purpose. That's why even when I see people who've stepped down from high positions, maybe to pursue other things, it makes a lot of sense, because sometimes it's not all about the bag, the money, the what. Sometimes your peace of mind, your happiness, your well-being needs to take, center stage before other things, So that's how I feel about that. I feel as if, worshipping the bag is society. Yeah. Calvin?
Yeah.
you're deep in thought, bro. Calvin is like looking like a griot right there.
No. It's just no. I take time to observe people and to understand some of these things, right? And coming from this very Kenyan perspective of ours, man, bruh, like what you just said, someone quitting this to go and pursue their happiness. We don't see that much.
Yeah,
the other day when
it looks foolish.
The other day when I was in Lamu, I bumped into someone who kind of used to work for me, and we used to run an online radio station, and they're on an island. There, they up and left Nairobi, and they were like, you know what? And they had a pretty good career they'd set up and everything. And they went over there, and they told me, hey, I left Nairobi. I'm now in Lamu. And in my head, I was like, jeez, bruh, you too? You did that? Like, there was a bit of judgment, yes. But, I'm also happy. I'm also happy that they're able to do that. Can I do that? Yes, I can do that. But have I gotten to that point? I still have my own inhibitions as to, like, can the mics are open come from Lamu?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something for free. I can tell you that in the last 6 months, I can safely say that I understand why somebody would just get up one day and just disappear. And just go and do their own shit and never like connect with anybody they're around. I get it. I never used to get it, but now I get it. You know what I'm trying to say?
So it's just a level, but also thinking about the parents we have, and I'm glad that parents are more supportive now.
They're getting there.
Yeah, but my mother still having that conversation, like, your mama, I'm school and everything, but I don't think there's some shit she'll buy. She'll be like, oh, so you want to tell me you don't want to get to the bag? Like, that's a different conversation.
Like, you just want to be at Lamu, just enjoying.
No. She ain't taking that.
They don't understand it.
She doesn't understand it. Am I going to have to bend over to make her understand? Nah, she's all right. That's who she's
Public
about.
service announcement right now to all the ladies who are watching the podcast. And every single week we have a public service announcement. Well, we don't really, but I've got to do this because I've just seen it. Ladies, and I say this with your interest at heart, sometimes a nigga comes back into your life to check if you're still stupid.
Gee, don't do this, man.
What? It's true. And I happened to see that on a meme today, right? Bruh, I know. I happened to see it on a meme today, right? I just saw it. Look, I just saw it.
Like, what is this? That statement is so daft. That's like you, G, saying you want to try and see if you can run as fast as you could when you were 19.
I get what you're saying, but here's the thing though.
Can you?
How many women do you know, like, and I can speak about one in my recent history, who has gone back to somebody who fucked them up in the first place? It happens, right?
I know J-Lo.
You and J-Lo.
You have a TBT.
No, see, we're talking. See, we said.
Yeah. So the J-Lo's back with
Ben Affleck. Yeah.
So Ben Affleck has come back to see if she's still stupid.
But you saw Diddy. Diddy also threw her. Yeah, no, I don't know, but yo, utmost respect to J-Lo.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing. I said Batman. That's what I said.
Batman is the biggest.
And that's what he said. They hate Ben Affleck, bro.
How can you even consider?
This is not about J-Lo. This is about Ben Affleck, bro. It's not about J-Lo.
No disrespect shall be put on the Batman brand. Like Ben
Batman is the
Affleck,
biggest
As you go ahead and disrespect the brand.
Respect the brand. Batman should not be spoken ill.
His superpower is
that?
being rich.
Like who's
That's a hell of a superpower,
right? Yeah. But what I'm saying is this. So now there was Ben Affleck.
Yeah, let me read it back for you
saw
again.
even Diddy. Diddy even posted up an image. We posted up him and J-Lo, and he was like,
wow.
Yo, guys were like,
Okay, somebody out there may put it in a different way. Instead of the stupid part, someone can say has come back to see your growth.
Right.
So
okay.
it depends
True.
on which side.
Yes, because
so maybe if it's me when I'm coming back, I'm coming to see your growth, baby.
Bruh. It's
I'm not
it's
coming
funny.
to see you.
It's funny you said that.
I see your growth. I see your growth. I see your growth.
Oh my god!
what-
no,
I see your
no,
growth.
Went
no.
from the logo.
what
You know,
PR team are you working with?
No, you smashed it. I smashed it.
I saw that.
Which
But-
brings us
Your growth,
nicely. Which brings us nicely back to the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Because how long have we gone? Jesus, yeah,
Almost there.
Still early.
right. Still early.
We can throw in something else if we wanted to.
Yeah.
You want to throw something else in?
I don't know what I wanted to say. Yeah, bro. There's a babe who she's a friend of mine, and okay, the guy she used to date was also a friend of mine. So they both talk to me. This babe comes to me and she's like, "There's no way I'm going to watch this guy after they had broken up." Yeah. This guy, he got his act together, like he just upped his game after that breakup.
Wait. Who did you know first?
I knew the guy first.
Okay, then you should have
Yes.
stopped talking to the girl.
No, like she's my. It's how you know people separately.
Okay,
It's how you know people.
continue. Okay,
it's like now you and Ashley.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, just an example. Yeah.
So-
So she came and told me there's no way she was going to have put in all that work with that man when he was trash, and now he's okay, and not get a piece of that.
So now she wants
That's
the growth.
toxic.
She had to go back because
Oh my.
she wants to enjoy the fruits of her labor because
That's
she put work
toxic.
in.
That is
She put work in.
that is so toxic.
And you know what? To
some
a certain
shit.
to a certain level or to a certain point, I'd understand why someone would say that. Because I wouldn't want to date you for maybe 3 years and it was a troublesome 3 years. Then 3 months after our breakup, you get into the best relationship of your life and you're the happiest person on the planet.
No,
but-
you don't.
but-
You don't want the person to be happy.
No. How would you feel about that?
No. I don't see
but
no
you're
problem with
broken
that.
up, innit? Like,
No,
no. I get Andy's point.
Yeah, like you knew Wagwan. You knew
I get
Wagwan with
the
this
point.
person.
But I'm trying to say, like, let's say,
Why were you stressing me for 3 years and then suddenly?
she was with him for 3 years and he was stressed, right? They break up because she can't deal with the stress. At that point in his life, he evolves into a great man, yeah. And now she's like, no, I'm gonna go back now to enjoy some of the fruits of my labor. But I'm saying it's toxic because what if you gave up just before he evolved?
Imagine.
You should have stuck around.
Or maybe he had to evolve, or he needed to evolve because you left. Had you not left, he wouldn't have evolved.
True, but then
Maybe
so
he
then,
needed that breaking point.
like something has to break, right?
Something has to break.
Right, that's fair enough. But I'm trying to say, like, we have to understand also that sometimes we play a role in someone's life and our story comes to an end and they move on or whatever. And it's okay, even if they move on to better
Accept and
things.
move.
See, it's called character
like-
development.
guys, you guys are trying to complicate this. You guys
Been polished.
You need character development in your
you
life,
guys are
bro.
trying to complicate it. I do not see anything wrong with people revisiting such situations.
Right.
Why?
Okay.
I like the Mercedes from 1987.
Right?
Okay.
I want to try out the
But
one
you
in
didn't build it.
2007.
But you didn't build it.
No. Listen to me. The one in 2007. I want to try it out. Like I just saw the 2019. It's a pretty dope one. It's like saying I was on a 7.3 Dreamliner. I want to try and see how this 737-300 flies. It may have crashed a couple of times, but
Yeah, I get it.
I wonder what upgrades.
yeah, you get like more leg room. You know,
No,
like
I get it, but I think it's super toxic. I think it's
Are you
toxic.
live on IG?
I
But
think
it
it's toxic,
happens,
bro.
bro.
I think it's toxic.
It happens.
I think it's toxic that you think that this person is like
Random said that
is gonna
Dreamliner.
sit around
Crash.
and just be available to you after they've evolved.
I know Calvin, let's be real. If you've crashed in a plane before, you won't get onto that plane again. Let's be real, bro. I almost died, nigga. I almost died, bro.
You move on from that, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't. You
That was
know,
a near-death
the
experience.
craziest thing is this, right? And I think higher understanding, age, what, all of that, bro. There's no perfection to this thing called being human.
Yep.
A lot of things we will try and explain and what, like, bro, like so many theories upon being toxic, being what. Fam, if people are happy and they want to revisit each other, let them do what the fuck they want to do. True? You get, but the one thing is
I
this,
maintain,
bro,
When we draw the line, bro, we need sanity,
no,
bro.
it's not sanity.
No,
No,
we need a
I
line.
swear to God, you are going to end up in hospital faster trying to have humans be sane. Like people,
Actually,
like here's the thing.
shamra-shamra
No. Listen, we're in the middle of a pandemic and everything. Guys are dying. Millions of people globally, but people are still saying, "Listen, open the club." You understand? As in, what is the sense in that?
But Calvin, this
So
is the thing.
let's not write a sentence and be like, "Yo, please do not revisit." Nigga, if I wanna, are you gonna
Calvin,
stop me?
you're saying this because it hasn't happened in your yard yet. Bro, the day your babe comes home and someone else had a piece of that just because they wanted to, you would come here and tell me the same thing at your
But you know
let
what?
people be happy.
No, fair enough. I'll take it. Here's the thing: if she decided she wanted to be with another homie, bro, I'm man enough to be like, cool, revisit. If you guys want to do it, just do it.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
I get.
Honestly, like,
You
we
know
need
what?
to
Here's
learn
the
to
thing.
let go of things.
Never beg to differ.
I get both. I get both of your points.
Yeah.
I get your point in the saying that end of the day, like, we have to have a boundary as to how we deal with each other. I get that, and I also get your point in saying let people be who they are.
Yeah.
Because two things can be right at the same time. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So it's like end of the day, I think it's just where you fit in on the spectrum. Personally speaking, for me, I'm more inclined towards the Calvin
The
thing
vibes
of-
end inshallah.
it's like I just have this realization, fam, and it's a recent thing, you know, and I won't even lie to you. It's connected to what I went through and stuff. Like, bro, life is actually too short, for stress. It's actually too short for stress. Like, it's whether it's in your relationship, whether it's in your workplace, whether it's in your family or in your friends. Life is actually too fucking short for stress. So for me, I'm gonna choose the easy option every time. Like this is like this decision. Her coming back into my life is stressful. Her leaving my life is stressful. Sour. That stays over there. Over here is calmness and peace. And bro, all I want,
Guess what?
Vibes and inshallah.
Vibes and beyond.
Yeah, all I want, me personally, all I want in my life is peace, bruv. Like, I don't want the stress, man. You know what I mean?
Nobody does.
For real. All right, so we're about to end the podcast. As Neville wipes his sweaty
Damn,
palms.
we made them wait this long. Damn, you're awesome.
But you know,
called
by the
edging.
way,
They've been saying, damn,
you know
talk
what?
about it.
There is nothing actually to talk about.
Yep.
That's major, you know? For those of you who don't know, Neville, Andy, myself, and Calvin worked together for the longest time.
Yep.
We've been friends for a very long time. Longer than the podcast. I think it's
Longer than a relationship.
longer than your relationship that you're in right now. No, we've been friends for a long time. When the incident went down on the radio, I don't know if people expected me to no longer be friends with Neville. And I will say, and I say it on the podcast, I lost respect for a lot of people when that thing went down for one simple reason. I was being called and being asked this. And it wasn't out of concern. It wasn't out of nobody called me and said, is Neville okay? Yeah. Are you guys okay? How do you feel about this? Yeah. Guys were calling me to say, you need to say something about this. Guys didn't realize I'd been out of hospital for 2 weeks, but they wanted me to jump into the middle of a storm. And I lost a lot of respect for people who called me, and they know who they are. They called me, they texted me, they were this. And I literally told most of them to just fuck off and leave me alone. However, we can't change the history and we can't change what happened. We can't change the past. If you ask me for my own personal opinion about everything that happened, my personal opinion, which I've never spoken on, which I'll speak on it now because it's our podcast, is that mistakes were made, but also show me somebody who's never made a mistake. Does that make sense?
Yes,
a
Jesus
lot.
said, cast ye the first stone.
He drew a line and said that, yeah.
Let me speak on you because you're here. And in the whole scenario of things, I've spent more time with you because we've worked together than I've spent with any of the other people who are involved in the situation. And I can categorically state that, in my opinion, I personally think that you were caught in a storm, that you were like that guy at the bus stop when people the bombs were dropping.
Yeah, the drive-by
in World War III stops. All you wanted was a matatu to go home.
Yeah.
And the bomb dropped right at the airport.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, I'm stating my opinion because I'm the patriarch of the podcast, right? Before you even talk. In my opinion, had I been in the studio on that day and the same thing had happened, I would expect to be judged in the same way, right? And the reason is, with 20 plus years of radio experience, I would and should known how to deal with the situation better. I've taught in radio schools. I've written about libel. I've written about slander. If I got it wrong, throw the book at me. What I didn't like was the fact that here are you at the relative start of your career. And because of the whole maelstrom, I know, let's be honest, the topic was horrible.
Yes.
Gender-based violence is a problem in Kenya and the world.
True.
Women are marginalized globally. As much as we make jokes about it, that's the fact. I, however, think that somebody with more experience than you would have handled that situation a lot differently. And I think that slap on the wrist, yes. You chill for you, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that you got caught up in a conversation that was bigger than you. And that conversation was the whole online conversation. So whereas I never absolve anyone, what I will say is that we have to look at where people are in their lives and their careers. And we also have to look at people's track records. And I know you. And I know what you're about. You're actually one of the most righteous people that I know. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. Having said that, they don't want to hear from me. They're like, yo, nigga, shut up. Let Neville talk.
Nah, they want to hear from you too, because, you know, G, it all started with you opening the way, GMIT. It all started from a long way. So I understand why people would want you to speak up, because my mindset, especially when I was joining from another company to this company, was all about getting back to doing what we used to do. You know, getting that back to where it used to be. And that's why even when you fell sick, I was like, I'm going to still hold it on until G-Money comes back. Because once you come back is when we'll get everything, you know, the way, you know, the great radio that we know we can make, you know. That's what I was all about mentally. Mamba and all that Jordan kind of thing, it was in my head. So mentally I was prepared to complete the mission. Like assignment, that's what I wanted to do. But then as the situation was evolving and you being away, you know, they try and fix things here and there.
Understandably as well.
Yeah, they try and fix it. But in my defense, the numbers were good. And you can attest to this, even when you weren't on the show. So as the pieces were being moved aside, one of the pieces that was brought in to me was a senior presenter than me. Right? And I was running the desk. So I feel as if, as you've just said, I was caught up in a storm that I wish I could know how to
handle.
Handle it. I wish I had a PR. I wish someone else went through it so that I could ask them, yo, Calvin, what do you do when
this
you're
happens?
not the bad guy, but people are saying, you know. So mentally, it was tough. Tough. But
This is a part where you can't let the mic slip. We need to get all of this shit.
So mentally it was tough. And what I just like to say is that what saved me the most is not tuning in to what everybody was saying. Because immediately, I remember you wrote in our WhatsApp group that there's something happening online. And when we went back to the radio and apologized and did that, once we finished that, I deleted all my apps. Like I only had Clubhouse, but I deleted that too. So I didn't tune into all everybody's opinions, because everybody has their own part. Everybody thinks they know everybody, but the only people who know are people who are in that room and, you know, the truth. So for me, when I talk about that, it's just that don't tune into the hate. I don't know. There's nothing else I can say. Tuning into the hate is what would have made me like do other things that I would not.
Bro, I won't lie to you, and I'll be honest with you, man. You know, there's a time when this was happening, when you sent me a text and you said to me, G, I'm sorry for letting you down. Bruh, I won't even lie to you, boy. Tears came to my eyes.
Bruh, don't even.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm even tearing up now because I felt like, I just felt like you were caught in a storm. And that when you texted me that, I'm sorry for letting you down, man, I won't lie to you, bro. I choked.
G, I like when all the situation happened, like just thinking about all the people who put me in positions, so Moina, yourself, like people who want to see me do good and people who know what I have inside me and the talent and blah, blah, blah. Then for all of it to just be like, I loved what I did. Like me waking up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. is nothing. I miss doing it right now. Like tell me tomorrow I wake up at 4 a.m., me there. You know, something like that. So that love for it. So guys didn't take away a job, a career. You all didn't take away to just being a presenter. You all took away what I, loved doing.
Yeah.
You know, like waking up you waking up at 3, I know when you think about it, it's exhausting, but to me it was nothing. Because I knew I loved this. I knew I wanted to change the game. I knew there are people who are coming behind me, that G has already put it in me, that people who are going to come behind me need people to push it ahead. And that's why even I'm glad Andy is still there, Kelly is still there, Kerry, and all these amazing people, because they can still push the baton ahead just like the way I wanted to push it ahead. Because the radio is not going to die I'm not going to be there were other presenters and there are others still to come. So I was like, damn, they've really hindered that plan, but it's not over. It's just like, Kenyans, we are athletes, we are marathon learner, hurdle and race. We're just getting over this hurdle to continue that. So
yeah, and I think for me also, I'm glad that you acknowledged you've never said I was not wrong, or you've never tried to hide. You've never tried to hide behind it, and you've stated and you've acknowledged that, you know what, I know where I messed up, and you've apologized on your own your own podcast. You've done so much of that, and I respect the fact that you did that, and I respect the fact that you also didn't. You like I said, the journey continues.
Yeah, like. I appreciate the fact
into the mic.
I appreciate the fact that you're able to say that, because, man,
it was horrible
seeing all of that. Like, I have actually never seen Twitter ever like that. Like, just that mental fortitude to take all of that. That was crazy. Like, G and I, we were talking as well, and I'm just like.
Now, it was hard.
Became bullying. It's not even that. And I think, you went through all of that, and we saw a lot happen. But I think the problem is, what my taking from this, there's something deeper than all of that. There's a lot that people are going through as well.
I think that what you're saying. I think what the thing that I would say is that, obviously, being your friend, it was hard to see someone you love going through that.
It's nuts.
And at the same time,
also looking at the larger picture as well.
If you look at the larger picture, in a funny kind of way, I know that even within the environment of work and stuff, that happening has had to make everyone more sensitive towards topics like that, you know, which is a learning experience as well. You know, and at no point as a podcast or as a person would we condone wagwan. You get me? We're not stupid like that. I just for me, I'm just glad that like finally when you gave me a call and said I'm ready to do the pod, I was like, sour, let's do it. You know, end of the day, like I said, there's a lot more to come. Yeah, like there's a lot more to come. And
sorry to
I wasn't wrapping up because I was about to say Andy, you're quiet.
No, I wanted to ask Neville if he's okay talking about it.
Yeah.
Because we were both watching things happen in real time.
I remember when I just a second. I remember when I'd removed all, I had uninstalled all my apps. Andy was the one giving me updates. So when people were saying ABCD, he would screenshot and try and tell me, yo, you see, guys, you know, when whoever were gonna do a press conference, he was like, yo, this is what. So when Andy was the one who kept me in the loop with what was going on, because me, like I didn't touch nothing, because I knew if I feed into that, it can
destroy you.
Yeah, sorry,
but before you even get away from that,
no worries.
Sorry, Andy.
How'd your mom take it?
Yeah.
The questions are
because for me,
we know your mom.
We know your mom. Like
we know her personality.
She has called us about you. Yes, she has called you.
If there is one woman who loves her son,
so for me, when all of that was happening, I thought about your mom and I was like, yo, how is she first and foremost?
Thank God, Manze, she's okay. But let me just rewind it and say, I remember at first when I went to her place and told her, yo, mom, I've been suspended from work because of ABCD, and I told her everything, and her first thing was like, oh, at least you haven't lost your job. You can lay low, you know, do whatever they need you to do, and then get back to it having learned, you know.
Because your mom's super proud of you, by the way. Go on.
Yes. So when she told me that, I was like, oh, easy. But then when the fire continued to burn and everything went how it went, I had to go and have now another conversation with her. That was the thing. The first conversation was like, oh, you've been suspended. And her, she's not on Twitter. But then she gets sent by relatives. Now it's becoming a big story. You know, you're on news now. You're on a newspaper, fam. Fam, it was crazy. And then now my relatives are sending articles, are sending things
straight to her.
So now I remember it was at night, she had made chapati, what, to make me feel good, you know, mother thing. So then I went there and I had to have that conversation with her because I'm her only son. She knows how we roll. It's just me and her and stuff. So now I had to have that conversation of Imeisha, like this is what it is, like this is the outcome, that work have called me, they've said they've terminated, blah, 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 blah. So that is one of I wasn't even like, nothing else mattered to me at the moment. So when I talked to mom and she broke down and stuff, and she adulting, like just being, it's just too much. It was too much. Just seeing your mom let me give
you some context. When I was in hospital, Neville called me and he goes, my mom wants to pray for you. I was like, just
I she was concerned, yo. She knows my destiny.
No, you have a praying mom, bro.
My destiny connector, because getting to radio without you would have been tough. If you don't have come to Kenya, that's why she's like destiny connector. You connected us to the radio and to the great things that we're about to do. So that, you never want to have that conversation with your mom, especially when you've left your work and you all were helping each other and stuff. So,
but you're good now.
Now we're good. Now she understands what we have in store and she understands the relationship, because she also wanted to know, how does G feel? How do the people around you feel? How are the people at work? How do they feel? And from everything, even how people are talking, as you just said, it's a bomb that dropped and, you just get caught up in it, but there's nothing you can do at that particular time. So tough conversation, but it was
necessary. So would you say you've lost friends?
That's where I wanted to go now.
Not lost friends, bro. Sai nyasi imekatwa. Like the grass has been cut. So now we can actually see who. Because Calvin, now you think everybody is your friend.
Of course, I know.
Now everybody who is in your phone book, the people you talk to, the people you interact, the people at your office, you think everybody is on your side. Everybody wants you to win. But then when something like this comes out, and then you realize, oh, damn. Because, like, for example, I just want to, like, the whole gender-based violence. Like, I have friends, like I have Ashley, I have Kelly. They know how I am. I have female friends who we've been around who are even chatting online. The weird thing is seeing some of the people that you are with. The people watu wamekusaidia maybe to get a bag or two. They know you how you are there. But then when there's a conversation or when there's something happening, they just want to jump onto the.
Just know you're gonna hold the mic up for the rest of the podcast.
It's fine. So there are those people who just want to. So I wouldn't say I've lost friends. The grass has been cut, and now I can see, you are really in my corner. Because there are people who called me. Shout out to even artists like King Kaka called me on the daily. Imagine King Kaka. People who you didn't even imagine. Like I got calls from Chris Kaig. I get calls from people who I didn't even think you don't even think these people are Ray, Sharon Mashi, like people who even female friends that I have who are in the industry who are just calling me and saying, wow, this thing has just gone to somewhere. We understand the wrong and we've told you how you're wrong, but now it has just gone to somewhere else that is. So also just receiving that love, I now know who is who. Now I know, you are saying you are for me, but you are just saying that because we were in a certain position, So as I've said, I've not lost friends. I've just separated, cut off the ones, I'm a Gemini, so I've just cut off the ones that
Gemini season. Happy belated birthday, by the way, bro.
Yes, I released my single
I saw a tweet today. I saw a tweet today. It said Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorns, blah blah blah. How do you feel that everyone hates you?
But
listen, I'm gonna say to you, man. I know that your future is great and your past, and I know that, like, into every life, a little bit of rain must fall, but it doesn't mean that tomorrow the sun won't shine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It is what it is, what's happened.
Yes, sir.
We atone, we apologize,
yes,
and we advance.
We advance, we learn, yes.
And at the end of the day, we learn everything to learn and experience. And you're one of the good guys.
Thanks.
And I know that your future is brighter than your past.
Thank you, man.
Yeah?
From your mouth to God's ears, I received
doubt,
them.
man.
Yes, I received them. Yes, sir. Hey.
All right, listen.
That was nice.
There you go. You had it.
That was nice.
That's what they came for.
Yes, at the end
they saw you.
Strong.
They saw you
at least fourth quarter.
on the thumbnail. They saw you on the group picture. They were like, "Oh my gosh!" But I also want to say, these four people, all these people on the sofa, and I'm not saying this because I'm here. I'm saying this was one of the greatest morning shows you guys have ever had. I'm just saying it. It was good.
Good times.
Listen, but now we are here. The mic's open. My name's G Money.
And the young
Neville
and Big C.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Dope.
Mike's open with Chop Shop.
Yes, sir.